Okay, guys, so a lot of people in my family have been asking me about my sexuality. So I thought I would go ahead and, share my thoughts and answer those questions with all of you as well. Okay, so the first question is, how did I know I was gay? I knew I was gay because all throughout elementary and middle school and high school, I was in a relationship with boys, and I was never really invested in the relationship. Don't get me wrong, I had feelings, but they weren't as strong as the feeling should have been. Um, all of the relationships that I was in were more friendships with just a label. Um, and I really knew when I started looking at girls more than I was looking at boys. And I really knew I was gay when I was at college my freshman year, and both boys and girls were texting me, and one boy asked me to hang out like several times, and I just wasn't interested. But if a girl like asked me to hang out, I'd get excited and be looking forward to hanging out with them. The next question is, what are the signs to know if somebody's gay? Um, I think every situation is different, and I don't really think that there are signs, like definite signs, to know if someone is gay or not. Um, just because a boy may be a little feminine or a girl may be a tomboy does not necessarily mean that they're gay or a lesbian. Um, I know a lot of girls who are tomboys and a lot of boys who are feminine who aren't gay. And I asked my mom um, if I gave her any signs that I was gay. And really, I'm the stereotypical gay person. I was a tomboy. I played football. All my friends were boys. Um, and I wrestled. Um, so obviously that's my mom's first answer every time I ask her that. But also, she said that when I came home from college over Christmas break, I wasn't myself my freshman year. She said I was depressed, and she didn't know for sure what was wrong with me, but I think all the pieces started to fit together. And when I was upset that morning, when I came out to her, I just think that she knew deep down that that was going to be what I was about to tell her. And the weird thing is when my mom, before I came out to my mom, she texted my dad and said something's wrong with your daughter, and he said, "Is she a lesbian?" And that was before I even said anything to either of them. My dad, I haven't asked him if I gave him any signs, but I think that it would just be, he would say like stereotypical things because when I was little, I was his mini me. At one point in my life, I wanted to be just like my dad. I would dress like him, and even as I got older, I started like going lifting with him and always wanting to like play catch in the backyard with him and stuff like that. So really, I guess there are no real like laid out signs. I would say pay attention to the small things. If you pay attention to the small things, um, you can get some idea, but you're not for sure gonna know until that person comes out and tells you. The next question is, how can you approach someone who you think is struggling with coming out in a kind way? My advice on this is, don't assume that they're struggling with coming out. If you don't know for sure, don't ask them if they're gay. There's little things that you can do to kind of get an idea, and maybe they'll come out to you. For instance, if you were wondering if like your child was gay, you instead of saying, "Did a girl catch your eye at school?" you can say, "Did anybody catch your eye at school?" Don't box them in. Give them options, because when I was younger, and if somebody asked me if I liked a boy, I thought that I had to answer a boy, and it made me think that it wasn't okay if I liked a girl. So really, I would say just give your children the ability to answer on their own and like who they like without feeling that they have to like a certain gender. If you want to know if they're gay, or if you want them to know that it's okay that they're gay, the easiest thing to do is talk about like LGBT issues and be open with your children. One thing that I wish was different is I used to ask about like gay marriage and like try to get my family's opinions, and like nobody really answered me. So I didn't think that it was going to be okay that I was gay. Your goal shouldn't be to get somebody to come out to you. It should be making them comfortable to come out to you. You don't want them to worry and stress more than they have to. If they know that you're engaging in conversations about LGBT with them, then it's probably going to make them easier to come out to you, and they're going to feel safe with you. And when you are engaging in conversation with somebody, don't talk directly to them. The best option is to make it in a group setting. You don't want to scare them off. Just bring it up in conversation. Don't make the whole conversation about that. That's all for this video. If you have any other questions, either message me or comment them below. I'll either answer them right there, or if I get enough, I will make another video.